What is going on, guys? Thank you for tuning in to this video. So today, it was one of those days where I knew I was going to come in to hit a deadlift PR. Now, there's always something a little bit intimidating about that, where you know that today you're going to a limit where you've never been. Logically, that doesn't really make sense, but you got to give yourself the permission to actually do it. I'm sure many of you have been in the situation where you've talked yourself out of a certain lift or out of doing something that you should be doing. So if you know me, you know one of my mottos. Drop that comment down below. But we're trying to ignore that. We're trying to make sure that it's not our mind that is convincing us to not do things. It's our body ready to react and having that confidence to actually go in and go to that limit. Everyone likes to say they can go to a 10 RIR or RPE 10 basically, when in reality, not every day you have the ability to push yourself to that absolute limit. So anyways, today the goal was 300 kilos plus. So here's my opener of 260 kilos. And as you can see, the grip was starting to be a little sus, I'm not gonna lie. So on 290, I made sure I held it for an extra second here, which was perfect. It worked out exactly as planned, which I thought I could replicate on this new PR, 315 kg. But unfortunately, you know, I had a little bobble there, but I did finish the lift. In my opinion, I did lock out. I just did not meet the down command, but I will certainly fix that next workout. So on this, I tried to fix that problem. I tried to hold it for another second, but even then, my hands were starting to rip, my grip was dying. And so I got to this set. This set, I told myself, I'm going to hold it for 5 seconds. Clearly, as you can see, that did not go as planned. I couldn't even get it off the floor because the moment I started pulling, my grip would just instantly lose itself and roll out of my hands. So I go for the second rep, and this is a really bad decision. It's not just the grip that's giving out, but also it's pulling you out of position. And that is potentially dangerous for your lower back, hamstring, and so on. So after this set, I just called it. I was like, I'm not doing any more raw-handed deadlifts. I'm going to save it so I don't absolutely obliterate myself. Threw on some straps and, you know, had to leave with a good note. So ultimately hit this 550 for 5 back off set. Very smooth. But with straps, it's almost a totally different lift. I know the moment I put these on and I use the grip that I'm currently using, my max is potentially like 10 to 15 kilos higher. So I don't really track that as a good metric of where my raw strength is. It's just to get a little bit more additional work without absolutely destroying myself. Then some Candido deadlifts with 440 for 3. And then finish off with some high bar squats. Now, I decided to throw in some high bar squats to add a little bit more frequency to my squatting. This is the first time I'm doing high bar with flats in a long time. Also, no knee sleeves. And I can tell you, I feel my legs like never before. I don't think I've done an exercise in recent times, including competition squat, where I feel my legs to this extent. And it's also a little bit different since I'm using flats and I feel like I'm able to root the floor a little bit better and therefore engage my legs on the way up. It's not that low bar struggle to where you're worrying about so many different things. And on this exercise, you can more or less just squat. You can just squat up and down and engage your legs the way the squat was supposed to be. Now here's my final set, 365 for 5. I recorded it vertically, which is why you're seeing this horrible quality right now. But very easy, RPE 6 for 3 sets of 5, just getting a little bit additional work in. Surprisingly, this did not feel taxing on the back at all, and I was just pleased with those squats. Then finished off with some back and bicep work. I'm only showing you one set of the machine rows. I did some pull-ups afterwards and some easy bar curls.